All right. This is like my third take of this video, y'all. I don't even like want to come in here and like be all super happy, but what's good, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood Phantom Man, and today I have a very different video. Today, I'm actually announcing that I will be joining the U.S. Air Force. Let's start from last year. I returned from Texas, there where I was living in 2023. I was living in Texas for like the first 6 months. Bad idea. Really wasn't doing anything with myself. I was door knocking for solar, door to door. One of my friends told me like, yo, he made like 30 grand in like a few months, blase, blase. And I was like, all right, cool. Shoot, I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna do it too. I mean, he ain't have no experience. So he went and he did it. And I was like, shoot, if he could do it, I can do it. Why not, right? What I realized while I was out there, though, is that a lot of people that were in Texas were actually former military people. And every single time I spoke with them, of course, they were always older and they were retired, but they would always tell me, yo, if you still got the opportunity to go, then you should go. My best friend at the time, she told me that, yeah, like I should go too. Like she let me know, like, go. Like it's what you should do. It's what you need to do. So basically, like, I was like, all right, cool. And mind you, like, me going to the military has not just been a thought. It's been like it was not just like a last year thought. Like it's been like a thought for like the last 4, almost 5 years now. And the reasons why I didn't go before was just because like, yo, I don't want to get brainwashed. I have bigger things that I want to do. Like I want to focus on other things. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And within that time, like, of these last 4 years, at least since 2020, like it's been very hard for me to keep a job, I guess you'd say. Stability with money has been like a thing with me, or just like stability in my life period. I've been kind of living like an erratic life. Like the whole of 2020, I didn't even have a job. I did DoorDash, and every day I'd go to the gym from like 10 a.m. and I'd be there until like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And then I'd go DoorDash, and then I'd literally do repeat the same process every day over and over and over again. Not really get anywhere, because for those of y'all that do DoorDash, like some of y'all might be really successful because y'all have made so much money and y'all know how to like keep y'all's money. But like I was making like $100 a day, and literally $40 to $60 was going back to gas. And the other maybe $60 to $40 that I had, I was using it to eat. So like I really didn't like have money like that. And then obviously you gotta do maintenance on your car, blase, the whole nine, right? Like kind of like wasting my time, but not really, because I wanted to hoop. Like I just wanted to play basketball like every day, and it's still what I want to do now. And obviously I've matured a little bit since then, that I realized like, yo, I can't do that. So I come back last year. It was during around like the same time now, and I was going through the process, and everything was actually like going really well. Like I went, talked to my recruiter. Shout out to you, Sergeant Jones. Shout outs to you. We were going through the process, and yo, if there's one thing, like he never picked up the phone. And I feel like that was actually a test, right? Like to see if I really wanted to do it. So I kept calling him like, yo, like, I want to get this done. And I got so far in the process. Like it was so cool. Like I went to MEPS. I took my podcast. I didn't take the ASVAB, but I took the podcast and I passed, and I did really well. It's like, all right, bet, cool. And I was supposed to go back to MEPS, right? To do the physical aspect of everything. And I didn't, because I didn't have my like, what are those things called? Hold on, I'm going to think of the word. When I think of it, I'm going to come back to y'all. My medical records. Because previously I had surgery on my hand and on my stomach because I had a hernia. And I couldn't find the hernia documents, right? And so when he told me that, I was like, well, look at that. Boom. I basically made an excuse for myself, and I was like, well, yeah, now I can't go. And I was just like, man, forget about that. I was working at Whataburger which shout out to Whataburger for giving me a job. But I was working at Whataburger overnight, and I was making a decent amount of cash. And one of my old, I'm not gonna call her a client, but because she's more than a client now, she's actually family to me. But Kelly, she called me and she asked me to do videos. She asked me if I was still doing videos. Mind y'all, I had stopped doing basketball mixtapes, which is where basically my channel, this new channel started from, is doing basketball mixtapes, but I hadn't done basketball mixtapes in like a year or two. She's like, hey, look, so we try to use other people, but the videos just weren't as good as yours. Are you still doing videos? And I was like, well, I kind of capped, and I was like, well, nah, I haven't done videos in a very long time, but I'd love to, just like come out to come see. Mind you, I think I did a video for her like way back in like 2020. So it had been like 3 years from then. Caden, who's, one of my guys, my little brother, I call him. He was like in like the 7th or 8th grade the last time I saw him. And so I scrolled through her page or whatever, because I'm like, who are these? Like, y'all just called me out the blue. Like, I don't even remember who y'all are. And I looked and I was like, this is the kid? Like, yo, I seen like a video of him like dunking and shit. And I'm like, he wasn't doing this the last time I saw him. So I go and I start filming for him, right? I'm like, all right, that's cool. Blase, blase. I'm sitting there and I'm going to like almost every game. Then I talk to the other parents. It went from her to then basically almost the whole team, majority of the team at least, like the players that played, getting videos from me, getting pictures from me, and they all paid me. I just kept going to the games and I was feeling like real good. I was like, yo, like this is going like real well. Like people at the school are starting to mess with me. Everybody seeing my videos. They're like, yo, what's up? Blase, blase. Everybody on the team starting to mess with me. The parents are messing with me, like the coaches, all that. And I felt like so good about it. In the beginning of 2024, like I started with like less than 1,000 followers on Instagram. And then like one of my clips went viral, and then boom, I ended up with 10K. And my battery's dying, so I'm gonna have to put a new battery in. So hold on, I'll be right back. My platform, it like kind of blew up on Instagram a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I went from like less than 1,000 to like 10. All right, bet, cool. Let's keep going. So kept going, and I kept doing everything, and like I had like a lot of money. I had just got some, like a disclosed amount of money from something else, and I was able to buy myself a car. So I bought myself a car. I bought a new camera, the camera that I have now, and I upgraded, like everything was then upgraded, like all my videos and all that. And I was like, yo, like the quality on this is going crazy, like, and everything. So afterwards I kept like doing more videos, after the season, like, yo, I think I had like 3K in my bank account. Mind you, I was still like working a job, but by the end of the season, like I was like, man, F the job. Like, I forgot what had happened one night. I was just like, yo, like, I don't want to work here anymore. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna quit. I was on the phone with my best friend, and she was like, I was like, yeah, I'm finna quit. She was like, don't do it. Just wait until you have another job. And I was like, nah, I'm straight. Like, I got my business. Like, my business is gonna go. My business finna blow. So let's get out of it. I'm out of here. So I quit my job that same very night. And from that point on, like, I didn't have a job for basically the rest of the year until like a month ago. But that's besides the point. To keep further along in the story, like I was really relying on my business. Like I thought that I didn't have to go to the Air Force anymore because my business was going so well. So the springtime came around, AAU time comes around. So I'm like, all right, cool. But if I was making money during the high school season, AAU, I'm finna go even crazier with the money, like I'm finna make even more money. And weekend after weekend after weekend, some weekends I would do really well. And then other weekends it was like, yo, I might leave with like only like $150. And it was just like so inconsistent and so erratic. Like I was running out of money. I was using way more money than I was making. And when I was making good money, like I was just going out and I was spending it like instantly. But yeah, so that was going on. And I kind of was like getting upset because I wasn't making as much money as I was before. And like I just got like depressed and upset. And I was like, man, instead of me doing videos of other people, because clearly people don't want to get videos from me, but they'll get videos from other people. Instead of doing that and instead of worrying about everybody else, let me just pivot, because like I can hoop. Like I'm good at basketball. Like this is what I like to do. So let me pivot from doing mixtapes to now doing my own content, which I pivoted around like the end of May. Actually, yeah, May to like up until now. And I didn't know if I was, like I just did it on a whim. Still didn't have a job, mind you. I still didn't have a job. I just started up like the Road to 99 series. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just start the Road to 99 series. I'll still go on the weekends and I'll still do that, and it'll still bring me in possibly enough money for me to be able to pay like the little bills that I have. So boom. So I'm doing that. And like it just, I was getting subscribers in like 2 months, right? And we're already at 800, like, shout outs to me, like working hard, grinding. Shout outs to y'all. Really, really shout outs to y'all. Like I'm working, I'm grinding, and everything felt like it was going so well. And then like but then reality was slowly but surely kicking in, like in my head. Like I really started like waking up every morning, and like I was working out and stuff. But then by like the middle of the day, like I'd be looking in the mirror and I'd be like, we have no money. Thinking in my head, like, all right, I'm gonna get monetized off Instagram or something. Like it's gonna happen, right? Like, like I'm at like 15K, like I gotta start getting monetized off Instagram. That never happened. All right, let me just start YouTube. Maybe I can get monetized on YouTube fast. That didn't happen. And I got upset with myself. Like I really started looking at myself in the mirror and like really questioning, like, who am I and what is it that I want to be? Like, and why am I the way how I am? Like, why is it that I have so much discipline, but the discipline that I have, like, I don't have anything behind it. So I'm not able to further my career as fast as I want it to go, or I'm not able to like take care of myself the way how I feel like I should. Like, if you would have asked me like 5 years ago when I first got out of high school, 2019, where I'd be at when I was 24, I'd be like, I probably have my degree. I'd be living in like a really nice house, and I'd probably be married to my high school sweetheart. And lo and behold, here I am at 24, broke, single, and sleeping in my grandmother's closet. As crazy as that sounds. Like, what? Like, how is it that I had chose not to make a decision years ago that would have benefited me so much more now than that I shouldn't? Like, I just didn't choose to like make the, like to take that step or to take that leap because I felt like it wasn't for me. And every single time whenever I went up to the recruiting office or anything like that, things would always go so well. Even now, like it took me a month to go back up to MEPS, and a month for my recruiter to be like, what's up? Like, you passed everything, like everything went well, like now you get to pick your job. Like I could have did that last year. And I guess it's because I never really like thought completely through like what the military could do for me. I think I was thinking more of just like on like a selfish standpoint of, like it's not gonna, like, no, I'm just gonna lose this time in my life, and I'm not. And instead of thinking that way, like, they're gonna brainwash me and all this other stuff's gonna happen, instead of thinking like, like I have stability, I'll still be able to do my videos, and I'll have money to be able to fund anything else that I want to do. And most of all, like, I'll be able to turn myself into a man, which is really what I want to do. Me and my brother were driving, and he's like, I need to do a project on somebody that I look up to. And I was like, well, you look up to me, don't you? And he was like, no. And it was like a complete, like, even saying it now, like, it was like a complete gut check. So once again, I looked in the mirror, and I looked at myself like, like, what am I doing with myself? I felt like I was failing, like, myself. Like, I kind of lost confidence in myself. And when my brother told me that, like, that really, like, once again, like, made me look in the mirror, like, hard. Because, like, my brother, like, he's my best friend. Like, he's the dude that, like, I hang out with the most, right? Like, he's the person that I'm around the most. Like, I take him to his football practices. We go to football games. I record him. He records me. We do content together. Like, literally, he's my best friend. And it was just like a really big reality check for me. And when I called my recruiter, like, he actually picked up the phone. I hadn't talked to him in like the whole 2024, but he picked up the phone. And when he did, I asked him, like, what is it that I need to do? Or what do I need? And he told me exactly what I needed. And like, I went and I got it. And like, it was like, wow, like, this was so easy. I literally went to my old family doctor. They had my record. They had my medical records. Gwinnett Medical, Northside Hospital. Y'all, like, nah, not even shouts out to y'all. How do y'all not have my medical records? When I did the surgery over at with y'all, how do y'all not have the medical records? Regardless of the situation, like honestly, like, I'm joining the military. You know, I'm joining the Air Force, to be exact, because like, I feel like I have so much potential, and everyone that I speak to, like, they've always said the same thing, like, yo, like, you have a story to tell, and like, you have such a good spirit, and like, most of the things that has happened in your life to you, most people would give up and like not try and like move on. Like, you have a story to tell. It's just like about how you're going to tell that story and how you're going to be able to like show people that you can still be successful even after everything that's happened to you. Like, and I feel like me going to the military is kind of what I've needed, like, for a very long time. Like, cause I do need to grow up a lot. Like, even being 24, I feel like I'm so mature, but in reality, I'm still just a little boy. Like, I still haven't gotten to the place mentally where I should be. I still have issues with holding a job. I still, like, am not the person who I thought I would be. And it's just like so disappointing to myself because, like, I just thought I'd be in a much better position in my life at this point. And, you know, like, a lot of people tell me, like, oh, well, you shouldn't do this. And, you know, everything that happened to you, like, you know, most people, they wouldn't do what you'd be doing. Or, you know, like, oh, you can't be on nobody else's timeline and you can't rush things. But it's like, at the same time, like, I've been making excuses for myself for years about, like, why I shouldn't go instead of, like, just going. I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life, and I don't want to make any more bad decisions. And I feel like this is easily one of the best decisions that I could ever make. Because I want to be a man. Like, I'm tired of being a little boy, yo. It's not fun. It's not at all. Like, the thought now is like, okay, so I'm going to go, and if I enjoy myself and if I have a good ass time, like, yo, I had a good ass time. And even if I go and if I don't enjoy myself, like, yo, at least I went. And at least I went and I got my degree and I did what I was supposed to do. You know, like, and I became more successful and I grew up and I elevated myself as a man. Because, like, at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to take care of me. Nobody is. And, like, the one person who was helping me the most, like, they're not even around anymore. They're not. And there's literally no possible way of them coming back. Like, they're gone forever. And I'm just, like I said, like, I'm just tired of being disappointed in myself. I don't like waking up and looking at myself in the mirror and being like, yo, you're not worth shit. You ain't worth a damn thing. Like, it's not a good feeling. It never has felt good. Like, I see so much in myself and I see that I have so much potential. It's just that I need something to the structure. so that I can get to where I want to be, so that I can have that, because I'm already a driven person, but I can have like what I need in order to get to where I want to go. Like, I feel like most people join the military because they want the benefits, like the free schooling, the free healthcare, like the money, like, and that's cool, but like, I'm really not even going for that. Like, I'm really just going because like, I feel like it's the only way that I'll be able to become a man. To become the man that I saw in myself. To become the man that my mom saw me becoming. I just want to make her proud, and I want to make myself proud. And I want my brother to be able to look up to me, and I want my younger sister to be able to look up to me, and I just want everybody to just be like, Daniel did that. Like, Daniel really changed it around. Daniel really changed himself. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, people look at me right now and they're like, yo, I ain't gonna be nothing in this life. And that's okay. Shoot, I felt like that for a little bit too. But yeah, I'm joining the Air Force. And I'm really excited about it. I don't know what's gonna come. I hope y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a very long journey, long 4 years. But it's gonna be worth it in the end. Because even by the end of it, even if I still don't do YouTube, even if I'm not doing anything else, I know for sure I'll be successful. And if I'm not, I ain't even gonna put that in the air. Because there's only one thing that I am gonna be. And there's only one thing that I will be, and that is successful. And I want y'all to take that too. Sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do. But sometimes you have to do those things in order to get where you want to be. And that's okay. It's okay. Like, sometimes you got to detour from where you want to be in life. Like, I wanted to be the greatest YouTuber ever, and I wanted to do so many things, but I'm not in that point right now. Like, I'm not where I want to be. Like, yeah, I got some traction. I'm gaining some traction. I got y'all. Y'all. All 800 of y'all at this point in time. I think it's like 802, 803. Can't be exact, but however many of y'all there is, like, I got y'all, and I'll only keep growing the more videos that I do. And if I go to the military, then I'll have a bunch of videos to make. And I'll actually have real experiences. I won't just be at LA Fitness for the rest of my life. And there's still a possibility of me, like, fulfilling my dreams and playing basketball professionally, and I can do it in the Air Force. Like, I can make that happen. I'll be able to get my degree for free. I'll be able to make that happen, like I saw for myself when I was so much younger. Overall, there's just so many things that I'll be able to do for myself. And this decision, it just doesn't benefit me like it benefits my future kids and my family right now. Like counter. Remember to put that in there. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. So, like, when the time does come, and when I'm gone for the 2 months, and when y'all don't see any videos until, like, I get out of basic training, then y'all will at least y'all will at least know what's going on. And in a year, like, every year, I'll be able to look back at this video and I'll be able to see the growth. We should be able to see the growth that has happened since then.